Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Scott Edwards. I'm a songwriter and I make YouTube videos as well. So if YouTube and music are two things that you are interested in, consider clicking that little subscribe button just down below there and coming and being a part of this community. So today we're going to have a quick chat about something that has been going on for quite a long time, around about the last 10 to 12 years. You probably already know what it's about because you've probably read the video title. So yeah, we're gonna have a quick chat about the possibilities of an Oasis reunion and my opinions on it, if I think it will ever happen, if I want it to happen, and also I'd like to get your opinions on it as well, so get involved in the comments below. Let's get into the video. Okay, so just before I get into this video, every time I've made a video about Oasis and the Gallagher brothers, there's been quite a lot of people get quite sensitive and quite touchy in the comments below. So I'm gonna make this video, but please no arguments in the comments below. It's only music, it's gonna be good fun, enjoyable to listen to and have a chat about. There's no fun in having arguments about it. It's just people's opinion. That's what the whole music industry is based on, people's opinions. So yeah, no arguments in the comments below, please, like really please. Okay, so obviously in 2009 we all know that Oasis split up. They were just about to go on stage in Paris and the crowd was ready for them and they split up. They never came out. Noel Gallagher left the band and that was it. Oasis were never to be seen again. And since then, it's 11 years ago, that's mad. Since then, we've been bombarded from everywhere. Social media, the newspapers, TV, radio stations, that there is going to be an Oasis reunion at some point, and talk of when that will happen, if it will happen, eventually it may happen, no one knows. And that has just been going on for the last 10-11 years. In my opinion, I'm just a little bit bored of it. I don't know about you, that's why I wanted to make this video, to try and get everyone else's opinions on it. I'm just a little bit bored of it. I kind of like it the way it is now, where we've got Noel and we've got Liam and we get two lots of music, where we used to just get the one. I like that, we get twice as much music. But I think the longer it goes on, the more chat there is about it. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, first reason is you still hear their music everywhere.
I would apologise, but I'm not going to.
It's on the TV, you hear it when you're at events, you hear it on the radio, everywhere. And because of that, obviously they are well-known songs, but because you still hear it everywhere, there is constantly new people being introduced to their music. Like, there's people growing up now that weren't even born when Oasis were around, and definitely maybe came out that was 25 years old, 26 years old. So obviously people that weren't born, they're getting introduced to it now through their parents and friends. And that just means that music keeps growing and keeps gaining a new fan base, which is mad when you think about it. But there's constantly new people being introduced to Oasis, which means that there's constantly a growing interest in their music and people wanting them to reform, because people that are growing up now, they wouldn't have ever seen Oasis live. I've never seen Oasis live. Would I like to see Oasis live? Yes. I'm not that fussed about a reunion, but a lot of people are. Because they've never seen them, they want the chance to go and see them. Another reason is social media. Now, social media, when Oasis were around, didn't exist. It probably did towards the end of Oasis, but especially around the early 2000s, late 90s, it definitely didn't exist. There was no Twitter, no Instagram. So the only way that people could get interested in their music was by going and buying it, which is insane when you think about how big they were. If social media was around, they'd have been unstoppable. They were unstoppable, but if social media was around, they would have been a hell of a lot bigger than they actually were, which was massive. So with people using Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, people getting introduced to music, like I said before, they can then share it with their friends over Twitter, they can have conversations about it, And obviously now Liam Gallagher is on Twitter. Liam Gallagher likes to fuel the fire quite a bit, shall we say, and he gets involved in it. He replies to people's comments about Oasis reunion. He says it's going to happen. Does he mean it? I'm not so sure. But all of that, it helps spark the fire a little bit more and get the next rumours going, and then the papers will pick up on it, and then the radio stations will report it, and there's all the articles written about it. It's made Sky News occasionally about an Oasis reunion. Does that happen with another band? I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. Another reason is everyone loves nostalgia. Everyone loves a chance to be able to go back to when they were growing up and listen to that music again. Obviously, if they didn't have the chance to go and see them, they might have another chance if they were to reform. Obviously, trying to get tickets for it, I think, would be pretty much impossible, because the amount of people that would apply to go and see them would be insane. Going back to Nebworth, when Oasis played Nebworth, 4% of the British population applied for tickets to that gig, which is just insane. 4% of the population. So yeah, trying to get tickets will probably be beyond impossible. You would have to be very lucky to get them. But to have the chance to go and see them again, that excites people, and people want that. But at the same time, I'm not so sure anything is the same the second time round, because obviously circumstances have changed. It's the same with TV shows. Fawlty Towers was cancelled after 2 series because of how successful it was. They didn't think they could have topped it.
Oh dear, good morning, Major. I'm so sorry. I'm afraid the dining room door seems to have disappeared.
Gavin and Stacey was the same. 3 series and then it cancelled because it was that good. They could.
Oh, what's occurring?
People wanted it, and then it did eventually come back for a reunion. They came back for the one-off Christmas special just last year. So Gavin and Stacey was a successful reunion, and there's still talks about it coming back for another series again very soon in the near future. Who knows? So it does happen. It happens with bands, it happens with TV shows, but I'm still not convinced it's the same the second time round, because especially with a band like Oasis, it was a generation. It was more than the band, it was more than the music. People have moved on since then, people have grown up. Obviously people that weren't born, they haven't experienced it, so they want to experience it because they've heard stories of what it was like. I'd like to experience it for myself because I wasn't old enough to experience it and take it in properly. But people move on, obviously people change. Noel Gallagher, for example, writing Rock and Roll Star when he's 20, he can't write that song again because he's not living that life anymore. He's not living in a bedsit with one guitar. He's moved on, he's had a whole career. So he can't continue to write songs like that. It's not possible. He's changed his style, how he's writing his music. I personally like that he's moved on. I much prefer Noel's solo music to Liam's. Just my opinion, don't hate me for it. Yeah, people move on. So that's for me why I don't think it will be the same the second time round. Obviously there are successful reunions. I'm just not sure an Oasis one will be that successful. Pains me to say it, but that's how I feel. I would love to see an Oasis reunion, but I like it the way it is now. I like that we get twice as much music. I think there will always be that demand there for it. As long as they both keep making music, there will always be that demand. Because we as humans, we always want more. We get something, we want something else. If something's gone, we want what's gone. That's just the way humans are as human nature, I guess. But yeah, for me personally, I don't think there will ever be an Oasis reunion. I think Liam definitely wants one more than Noel. But yeah, I don't think there'll be one. So let me know your opinions in the comments below, because I am really interested in this. I do genuinely want to know what people think about it. Yeah, that's just my opinion though. The other thing is it all just chat so they can help promote their solo albums? I think a lot of it is that. If they can keep people talking about them, they can keep getting articles written about them, having a possible reunion, if they can keep popping up on radio stations and TV shows, that they're having chats about it or still arguing with each other, that keeps people talking, that keeps people interested, that will keep fueling the fire to get more talk of a reunion going. And I think it's all very good, clever marketing that they're using to their advantage to be able to promote their music. I think that's what a lot of it is. I really do. Very clever because they're using it to their advantage. They know it works for them. But yeah, I'm not so sure that there'll be a reunion anytime soon. I might be completely wrong. If I am, I hold my hands up, I was completely wrong, and I will be applying for tickets if it ever does happen, because I would love to see it. And I do like it the way it is now, the way we get twice as much music, and yeah, I'm not so sure it'll ever happen. Just my opinions though. If it did happen though, I would be straight there if obviously I could manage to get a ticket. So yeah, that's my thoughts on a possible Oasis reunion. Obviously we are in 2020 now, 10 years, 11 years since they split up. Probably more chat now than there's ever been about them reforming. Will it ever happen? I'm not so sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Click that little subscribe button if you are interested in this channel and you like what you see. And yeah, I shall see you all very soon in the next video.